You're good.
Yeah, Alejandro.
What's up?
Just read your tweet. You're apologizing for a kick that only just kind of sealed the game. Talk about just kind of what that kick meant for you guys, but also clearly not up to your standards. But what were your emotions with that kick?
Well, considering the situation, it was huge. You feel me? Kind of secured the win, made sure that, they had no chance of coming back. And I'm apologizing because, it wasn't my best ball, and I'm well aware of it. 47, usually in practice, is, no problem for me. I'm hitting, made it to top of the uprights from 47. It's just not me. You feel me? It just came off the foot wrong, and I want to apologize for that.
Were you nervous as it was traveling down?
Not really. I knew he was going to make it. I just, that's why I didn't celebrate too hard. I was like, that wasn't it.
Go ahead, Adam.
Alejandro, Adam Tiger 24/7 Sports. You guys are now bowl eligible. Is that something that came up in the locker room after the game?
Oh, for sure. That's so. Coach Prime actually called Miss Peggy right after, and made sure to tell her that that we were bowl eligible, just to make sure they were great, and that we still have some work to do, obviously. But yeah, more than blessed to be bowl eligible.
Hey Alejandro, Tyler King with the Denver Gazette. You guys, as an offense, were able to score on your first 4 possessions tonight. Obviously, you had 3 PATs and a field goal. How much did that kind of get you in rhythm tonight? And how much do you feel like, as in general, you guys offensively have been kind of getting off the hot starts, and how much has that been helping you guys?
It just makes my job easier, honestly. As a kicker, I obviously prefer PATs over field goals. But me personally, I like to start off with either a short field goal or a PAT, just to get me going. I don't like to start with a long field goal, but if it has to happen, it'll happen. But yeah, it definitely helps.
Nikki, go ahead.
Hey, Alejandro, Nikki Everett's Sports Report. This fan base hasn't seen a bowl game in about 4 years now. What does it mean to you and this team to provide that to a program that hasn't seen it in a really long time?
It's definitely pride, knowing that, after a season like last season, and then being able to bounce back with the coaching staff and the players that came in, it's honestly a great feeling and very prideful of that.
So, Joe Rico, my last sports radio, the final word. So on that big kick, I'm watching it, and it's barely, it's so close. And
Yeah.
I think everybody, it's the game-clinching kick.
Right.
Could you talk a little bit about from your angle how you were watching it? It seemed like I saw 50,000 plus people all watching that thing, and when it barely cleared, I turned to the guy over to my left and said, it couldn't have been by more than 2 footballs. Great job, but your thoughts on the kick?
Appreciate it. Yeah, I don't really pay attention to the situation just because I know that the second I start thinking about it, that's when I'm gonna mess up. All my kicks is based off muscle memory. The second I start thinking, either I'm a step too wide and then I'm gonna come back and then I'm gonna kick across. But yeah, I try not to pay attention neither to the distance or the situation just because I know I'm gonna miss that way.
Go ahead, Brian.
Alejandro, just your season in general. This didn't start off the greatest. A little bit of a rough start, but you've really been in the groove lately. Can you talk about just kind of that progression of overcoming that rough start and kind of how you're feeling the last several weeks?
I definitely got my confidence back. First, 3 games, that wasn't really me. I was dealing with a lot of stuff off the field, and I was doing a bad job keeping it off the field, which affected me in certain games. Really wish I could get those kicks back, especially in Nebraska, knowing. But, it's great. Nothing we could do about it now, but move on.
Good, Jack.
Hey, Alejandro. Dan Garlock handled kickoffs for I believe the first time this season, but is there anything you said to him before? I know that's not your area, but is there anything you said to him before? Confidence?
I just told him, be yourself. Have fun out there. Ignore the fans. As much as they love you, they'll hate you if you have a bad kick. So, just be yourself. Go out there and have fun.
2 more, go ahead.
With kicking being the same motion over and over, it can be pretty mental sport. I'm just curious, do you have any superstitions with kicking?
My hair, actually. I haven't gotten a haircut this season because of that. I like to. I refer to the story of Samson in the Bible, and that's something I did junior season of high school. And then after the season, I shaved it all off, and I started off the season horrible, like worse than this season. And ever since, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go back to that. Why not try it?
Last one, Lincoln, go ahead.
Yeah, in an Instagram post earlier this week, you put in the caption, "Need new haters that they once became fans." What do you have to say to your new fans here?
I love y'all. Appreciate y'all for pushing me, even though it wasn't the nicest way, but it's cool. It's all right. I understand. I would hate myself too. I'm fine.
All right, thanks a lot.
That's it.
Yeah,
Sweet.
appreciate it.
Appreciate y'all.